everyone, this video will be a personal experience with the wheelset company called Yoeleo and their clincher tubeless wheelsets. So first I'll be reviewing why I chose their wheelsets and show what they shipped and how tubeless tire installation has gotten so convenient. As you guys may already know, the field is moving away from the tubular to clincher and the tubeless system. And this was obviously led by the MTB, the mountain bikers field, the tough guys who's not afraid of new technologies. And slowly the conservative road cyclists are starting to appreciate the tubeless system. And if you Google, you'll be able to find myriads of backup references to why tubeless system has advantages over other systems. But today, I'll only focus on this particular model by the company called Yoeleo. So they are the Chinese wheelset company. And as a cyclist with a limited budget and with some science and engineering background, I've made the list of things I need to look for when selecting wheelsets. The first thing I was looking for was, does the rim bead hold the air well? I mean, obviously it's a tubeless wheelset, so it needs to hold the air. I've seen other cheap wheelsets with imperfect molding that does not seal the beads or have the air leakage over the time. So having a straight, circular, and the sharp bead molding process was obviously the first aspect that we'll need to have. The second point was that is it easy to install and take it off? So currently the biggest disadvantage of the tubeless system, pointed by many other critics, are the installation and takeoff is extremely hard. I've seen friends who almost lost their fingerprints attempting to install tubeless tires on their wheelset, and they had to go to auto shop to inflate tires just because tubeless tires won't sit on the beads. But it simply does not make sense if you had to pay a visit to a shop every time just to install or take off the tires. And most importantly, although tubeless system will protect you from punctures, it is still possible when you're away like 40, 50, 60 miles away from your home that the punctures happen and you're done with your sealants. In that case, you might need to take the tire off and install a tube or remove some other objects that's inside of the tube or inside of the tires actually. But with the other hard to install wheelsets, it's essentially impossible to do so when you're outdoor. So I was looking for a wheelset that you can work on even when you're outdoors. And also for home installation, maintenance, and takeoff without paying a visit to the shop. Third point is the rim tape required? So personally, I believe the presence of the rim tape is an imperfect design. It is prone to user errors such as initial installation, for example. If you don't seal it correctly, it will not simply work. And over time, the tape will stretch and it may cause air leakage. And when you're cleaning your wheelset with the sealants all like gogged in there, it's extremely hard to remove it when the rim tape is there. Also, some wheelset require a rim tape and some require a rim strip, which cause the tire from falling off if not used correctly. So it's simply not the best design. And plus, the rim tape will add the additional weight to the wheelset, and we all know as a road cyclist, we don't want that. So I was looking for a wheelset that does not have any of those spoke holes. Fourth was that the warranty length and the process. So as a rim brake user still, carbon wheelsets are exposed to overheating and deformations. Although modern technology has significantly reduced the chance of this from happening, but it still is possible. So a long warranty period is always welcomed. Your information, they provide 3-year warranty replacements policies, and I have used their clincher wheelset previously for a couple of years. And I've gotten warranty replacement wheels with few minutes of Facebook chat and photo for the proof. And the process was super easy. No picky questions were asked. They just shipped it to me directly. And the fifth point was, is the wheelset price reasonable? I'm aware of the other companies with the higher end models and higher price tag points. That's probably more expensive than my car wheels. Not to mention that the car had 4 versus bikes only have 2. And personally, I'm not able to feel the significant difference between those high-end, high-priced wheels and this wheel. Perhaps it's just me, but if you know the price and quality graph usually is exponential graph. I believe this wheel set is pretty high in quality aspects, but still is in the affordable price range, and is good enough wheel sets for most of the cyclists. And sixth point was, does the company have their own design? So if you're not interested in how much money you're spending, you can go for major named companies such as like Zip or Rovo, Campy, or other companies. But some of the cheap wheelset companies will actually make a fake copy wheels, and they will sell them for like half or even like tenth of the price. Personally, I believe those copycat companies who simply copy others will not pay close attention to the quality control or the production process. So I was looking for a company with their own name at least and own design. So other than that, rim profile and the weight and other aspects might be taken into the considerations, but this will follow personal preferences. So I wouldn't mention that, but for your information, I bought a 27 millimeter width and 50 millimeter depth wheel set, which weighs about 1500, like 40-ish gram. And they're claiming the weight would be 1545, and mine was actually a little lighter, so it's pretty reliable. Now I'll be showing you how easy it is to install a tire, which I think is the biggest strength of this wheel set. My apologies, the video's in Korean, but I'll put a subtitle to it so you can understand what's going on. 클린처도 그렇지만 튜브리스도 이제 마지막 끼는 게 가장 어렵습니다. 그래서 무조건 타이어 가운데 쪽으로 모아주시고, 실란트를 넣을 거기 때문에 완벽하게 넣진 않았고요. 여기다 실란트를 넣은 후에 올린 다음 타이어를 완벽히 넣을 예정입니다. 그냥 부어주면 반대쪽으로 돌려준 후에 타이어를 넣으시면 됩니다. 실란트가 묻으니까 네, 들어갔죠? 일단은 장판 프로에서 하는 것도 보여드리겠고요. 그리고 압축식 공기로 하는 것도 한번 테스트를 해보도록 하겠습니다. 이거를 12시에 두고, 지금 필요한 건 스피드죠. 네. 넣다 보면 이제 뿌지직 하는 소리가 나는데, 그게 타이어와 림베드가 밀착이 되면서 나는 소리입니다.
방금 전에 타는 소리 한번 났고.
네. 처음에는 일단 한 90에서 100 정도 넣은 다음에 실사용을 할 때는 뭐 70까지 다시 빼줘서 쓰면 되겠고요. 네, 성공입니다. 이제 남은 실란트를 닦아내주면 되겠고요. 이게 타이어와 림의 궁합이 있다는 분들도 계시고, 튜블레스는 처음 세팅이 너무 힘들다고 하는 분들도 있는데, 글쎄요, 모르겠네요. 저는 잘 되네요.
좋지 못한 예제가 돼버렸는데 너무 쉽게 끝났어요.
그렇네요.
튜블레스는 이런 것이 아닌데.
내가 봤을 땐 림하고 타이어 궁합 이런 거
림이 좋은 것 같아요.
요즘 나오는 림들이 초기보다 잘 되는 것 같아요. 그래서 이렇게 5000성 튜블레스와 제가 쓰는 요레오의 튜블레스 휠셋으로 세팅하는 법에 대해서 영상을 찍어봤습니다. So from now on, let's focus on the wheelset itself. The company name is Yoeleo, and they're located in the Xiamen, China. Although they're a Chinese company, but they're not copycats of other major brands. And I have been their carbon clincher wheelset user for about 3 years without any problems. So I had some trust in them. You may find other videos of the wheelset online also. And for the price point, I think the quality is very high, and it has been serving me well for long rides, like over 200-mile rides and multiple races. And I've had over thousands of miles on this wheel set, any problem. The wheel set is also customizable in terms of spoke numbers and spoke material. You can choose the hubs also. You can choose from Novatec, DT350, DT240, and their own carbon hubs. And since the rim does not have any spoke holes, thus no rim tip is required, meaning it is easy maintenance, less weight, stiffer rims, and etc. The width has options of 23, 25, and 27 millimeters, although 27 millimeter width is only available on the 50 millimeter depth option as of now, but I think they'll expand. They also provide various depths, and you can select different depths for front and rear also. I've selected 27 millimeters for maximum rolling resistance saving and comfort. And they also sell disc brake wheel sets also. And there's a bunch of options you can find online too. I've also asked for how they conduct the quality control because it is a big issue for the carbon clincher wheels. And they provided me with the testing videos as shown here. They claim they test every 1 in 50 rims that they produce. And moreover, although it does not guarantee safety, but their products have acquired a UCI approval marks. So it gives a bit of a peace of mind, you know? And most importantly, their warranty and this after-service policy is pretty good. One of my friends actually bought the Yoeleo wheel set, and he actually received the box in this condition. You know how USPS in the US works? I think the box has been hit by a truck or something. But I found that there was a slight crack on the rim upon opening, and reported this to Yoeleo, and they provided a brand new rim actually, and they also gave a refund for the building costs because you had to undo the spokes and build a new wheel sets. Most company will simply send you the new rim and be not responsible for the building costs, but I was satisfied that they were willing to take care of the building cost too. And with the 3-year warranty period and easy communications through Facebook page and their own websites, I felt I could trust and use their product. And as I mentioned and showed earlier in the video, the ease of installation of the tubeless tires and maintenance was the biggest selling point for me, which resolved the biggest drawbacks of a going tubeless system. I've been clincher user for many years, and I know trying a new system is a little bit scary, but if you're still a clincher user, please consider using tubeless. It's worlds the difference, and it's so much better. Lastly, and probably the most importantly, I've asked Yoeleo if they can provide some discounts, and luckily I received a special link and a code that will give you 10% off for the limited time. For example, 50mm wheel set that they are selling right now is already on sale, but if you use this link and the code, you can receive an additional 10% on it. And I believe at the price point, you can't really get anything better. I'll provide how to use it in the video detail section, so please check that out. Thank you for watching, and ride safe.